This video is powered by Dr. Cinik, one of the world's leading hair transplant centres and a top choice among football superstars. Scan the QR code on the screen or click the link below for your free consultation. I'm even thinking about getting it done myself.
Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got lead judges with me. We've just drawn 2-2 to Man City here at the Etihad. The Man City fans are clearly jubilant. They're celebrating this draw. Frustrating, or are you proud of the boys? Where are you at? It's had a game full of everything. Some dubious refereeing and goals, everything. What do you make of today's game?
A mixture of everything, really, but sometimes in life, cheats do prosper. And that's what happened today, and that's the referee. Yeah. A blatant bit of cheating there. They paid for him to go to Saudi Arabia a year ago. A year ago, when we was at the Emirates, he had the chance to send off Kolovic, never did. Yeah, never did. And wanted to keep the game going and everything like that. And today, dubious one for kicking the ball away. He was still blowing his whistle when he kicked it away, apparently.
People will say, there will be people online saying, you're being salty, he should have learnt from when Rice kicked it away.
Yeah, he should have learned, and then so should Doku, shouldn't he? But, which was a worse one, but he didn't give that. So it is about consistency, and at the end of the day, this is not the first time Oliver has done this, and it will be the last, hopefully, because obviously if Arsenal ever have him refereeing a game again, it's a calamity, because there's something not right. It was just but in saying that happens. The biggest thing I can say is when all the Man City fans are celebrating a 2-2 draw, taking the mickey out of us for celebrating a 0-0 last season, by the way. They celebrated a 2-2 draw with 10 men at home, the mighty Man City, celebrating and going mad at the end.
They love to remind you about the trophies and all that, but then they're celebrating a draw here.
Yeah, they're celebrating a draw. They was going 4 in a row, and I thought they were talking about their relegations. But anyway, listen, we give it a good game, and at the end of it, I'm going to say this now. At 2-1, we was a better side. I think, without Rodri in the side, and I'm going to be. This is the true thing. When your star midfielder is faking an injury after a minute, you know what I mean? That tells me that you're not quietly confident that you can beat us. Yeah. So at the end of it, we've come up here today. What a magnificent performance at the end of the day. Defensively, I have to say, masterclass. They never looked like scoring. We had to ride our luck. Right, and at the end we didn't. If Gabriel leaves it, Raya makes an easy save. But listen, there was a lot of pressure piled on there, and at the end of it, just when you thought that we was going to win it, we've ended up drawing it. But listen, take the point and move on. That's how we do it. They've dropped points at home now, and listen, we've got to beat them when we play them at home, and hopefully we're over 11. But I want to see these other teams having decisions like that go against us. That's what I want to see. A bit of consistency, and that wasn't there today.
Do you think Oliver will get punished at all? Do you think by the PGM? Or do you think it was a wrong decision? Or do you think they're just going to leave it? Because I don't know what Arteta's going to say about it, because it is such a huge decision to make. And I think you're right, the whistle was blown so quick. Plus, the half was up as well. There were so many things why it seemed unfair he got a second yellow.
Listen, he'll have an extra slice of pizza when he goes in there today, from them.
Yeah.
I will say this, I'm going to say this. I think on a couple of occasions there, we faked a few injuries towards the end, unnecessary. That added on an extra minute. That could have probably cost us. Don't do it. At the end, I know you're breaking up the play, but at the end of the day, someone like Oliver ain't going to forget about that. He's going to add on every second, every minute. So I felt we'd give him an opportunity to add on an extra minute.
But they were going down, like you said at the beginning. Rodri was faking right at the beginning. They were trying to slow it down.
Well, he faked an injury and then got an injury, you know what I mean? So that just shows you. But listen, I'm not going to criticize like that today. I'm proud to be an Arsenal fan today after that. To defend like that against all the odds, against this team that's the best team in history, which we kept getting reminded. I don't know why their fans come and pay their money to come in. They're more interested in watching the away supporters than watching the game.
Yeah, true.
Can someone ask me why they're building an extra stand here?
They're renovating.
They can't even fill their allocation now. I see so many empty seats. And listen, and all those Man City fans that now be crowing and all that, half of them went before the end of the game. True. So listen, from our point of view, we in a way we've been outdone. In another way, you can blame yourselves. Trossard should learn a little bit from that. But listen, it was a masterclass from the end of 10 men, and it feels like a loss. I'm going to have to say that. It does feel like a loss at the end of it, but I'm still proud of the team, unbeaten.
Yeah, unbeaten. Let's just quickly talk about that, because obviously Villa away, massive game. We've got to win there. Spurs away, we've got to win there. I know we didn't get a win here, but walking away with a point is, especially with 10 men, you got to be so proud of the boys. Especially when there's Haaland. They want to remind us Haaland scored 10 goals now. He's scored all these goals. After the goal, he was non-existent.
Oh, well, I didn't see him after the game, like, you know. At the end of it, when we had 10 men, that's when you want the star striker, the best striker in the world, to come alive. Well, he went flat. You know, like I don't know if he was doing his hair or anything. I don't know, but listen, at the end of it, I look at it and I urge every other team in the Premier League now, look what they are. They're not as good as what everybody thinks that they are, because today with 10 men, they didn't open us up, and I personally feel that with 11, Arsenal were the better team. They started off like a train. We rode that, and then when we got the equaliser, fantastic goal by the way, Calafiori, that's going to be forgotten about. Well, what a wonderful goal. Then we got a set piece, doing them 2-1.
Gabriel again.
Right on that moment there, I'm thinking we could go on and get another couple. I thought we was really in control. And then things, you know, so obviously, like, you know, there was a little buzzer went off in his pocket. Don't forget that 25 grand we paid you last year from Michael Oliver. And he went, oh yeah, I better do me. Oh, here's my card. Wallop. Thank you very much. I'll be waiting for the check in the morning. Like, I do not want to see Michael Oliver ever refereeing one of these games again. And Mr. Webb, you turned around last year and said, oh, he didn't want to send Kolovich off because he didn't want to ruin the game. Well, you didn't. You had that opportunity this time around and you didn't. I want you to come on that Poxy TV programme and tell us why that you felt it was all right to do it last season and not this season. I want to know why. You know, and that's all I'm saying now, like, because I want to know why you done it once and not the other, and I want to know why Doku wasn't booked for a more blatant one than that. Like, he could turn around and say that he missed that. That's fair enough. But
no, he can't do that, because that's your job. You're a referee. You're supposed to keep your eyes on all over the game. You're supposed to be the proper official to do these punishments when they're given. You can't do it for one and not the other. That's what I was annoyed about against Brighton. There was no consistency. João Pedro did the same.
Two weeks later, they've done it again. They've done it again 2 weeks later. Oh no, I've said that word. He's done it again, that Michael Oliver. He's done it again.
These fucking officials.
But at the end of it, so you have to ask the question. Michael Owen, do your job and ask the question. You said yes, he should have been booked at Brighton. So yes, he should have been booked again. Why wasn't he? And an Arsenal player was. That is the only question now. Like, but I don't want to take away. I don't want to talk about a bent referee. What I want to talk about is our top performance today from our boys at the back there.
And how proud you are.
And how proud we are that took the best team in the world, you know, and really, like, in desperation they equalised it. Look at Pep at the end celebrating that goal, like, you know, against 10 men Arsenal, you know. So listen, we're getting a lot better. We're close now. I think there ain't a lot between the two teams. If I be really honest, you have to have a look at their bench. It's very much stronger than our squad-wise. But team-wise, I wouldn't say much more. Great performance. Look, we get home now, we take the point and we move on.